Hi guys, welcome back, welcome in, welcome to the channel. This is Libra's reading, money reading, freestyle, no Celtic cross, no like specific layout. I'm just going to see what comes out regarding your money and tell the story that it is telling me. So, happy birthday, first of all, first and foremost, that should have been the first thing out of my mouth, to all of the Libras who are celebrating today, tomorrow, yesterday, next week. It is currently Libra season, and I love you guys so much. I'm so thankful for you. Thank you for being here and sharing this space with me. I hope you guys are having the most fantastic day, the most fantastic season, enjoying the fall equinox, the shift that is in the air, the cardinal energy that you guys bring. I so hope you're enjoying it. Alright, let's jump in. Okay, goddamn. Let us jump in to your money reading. Okay. This is going to be all things prosperity, abundance, income, career, business, all of those things. If you haven't already, take a second to do your breath work oh god damn, I don't know what I just tried to say. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, repeat 4 times. Just connect yourself to source, to spirit, open your mind, open your heart to receiving the most accurate and relevant messages. Also call in any guides that you may want to be present right now, in addition to mine that are already here. Let's see, what else does Libra need to know regarding their money right now? So we're off to an interesting start, I will say that. Oh, good. Good. That's what I was hoping for. So, off the bat, you had... Sorry, I'm trying to get these straightened and lined up. Off the bat, you had the 3 of Swords come flying out. So, currently, in this present moment, you could be feeling a little bit heartbroken when it comes to how much money you're bringing in, what your income looks like, your salary. There feels like there's a little bit of disappointment and letdown when it comes to something. Maybe you're not getting as many clients as you thought that you would at this time, or as much business, or you could have recently had a client that gave you a bad review. Libras are such people pleasers, and they just want to make everybody happy, and they love to make people laugh and bring joy to the world. So when someone doesn't like them, or someone has a bad experience with them, it really kind of fucks you guys up for a little bit. I feel like, alright, fine. I feel like, though, that's not actually what's happening. This is just what you're feeling right now. The reality of it is quite a bit different. I feel like if you just change your perspective, maybe play devil's advocate, which you guys are very good at. You're the scales, right? You tend to see both sides of the coin, of the situation. You're able to put yourself in other people's shoes very easily, so maybe take a second to do that and play out whatever it is that's kind of bringing you down. Whether it's like your money is a little bit shorter, I'm going to say, than you want it to be right now, just change your perspective around it. And it feels like as soon as you do that, as soon as you kind of look at the other side of the coin and look at your situation a little bit differently, you shift and you kind of blossom into this really financially stable. I mean, she's not worried about anything, and I feel like that's the place that you are in, but for some reason you're choosing to focus more on what's not coming in, the jobs that didn't come through, the situations that didn't work out, the raise that you didn't get, that kind of stuff. But when you kind of take a second and like, okay, not all bad. I still have this. I still can do this. I don't know. I just feel like you're looking at it kind of the wrong way, and maybe you need to take some time to get away from the world a little bit. Meditate for a little bit. Suspend yourself in a different position if you must. Just change your perspective, because it's gonna, as soon as you do that, it's gonna be like, oh shit, that was here all along. That's what I had all along, and I didn't even, notice it or see it. The hell? This is also speaking to you maybe needing to let something go. I don't know specifically what. This is a general reading, and there's nothing like... Actually, I do know what that would be, because this card came out in front of it. So the Three of Swords. There could be a heartbreak from your past, like an actual relationship in your past that still crops up sometimes, that still replays sometimes, and maybe you deal with what ifs or what could have been. I feel like you need to let that go, because it's long since passed, and there's no reason for you to keep breaking your own heart, essentially. I mean, that's what you're doing. You're breaking your own heart at this point. The more you think about it, the more you wonder, the more you focus on it, the longer you keep yourself from this state and from this state. Because you had the King and Queen of Cups. They came out literally together, right next to each other. This is a really stable, secure, loving, emotionally fulfilling, reciprocal. These two individuals are very much in tune, not only with themselves, but with each other and with Source. They both have a really good handle on their emotions as well. They're both very emotionally astute and mature, and they don't let little stuff necessarily shake them to the core anymore, whereas like a Page or a Knight of Cups could, I mean, even air signs or earth or fire especially, they tend to let their emotions get the better of them and kind of fly off the handle and go deep into their feels. And while this couple, so I don't, why are they so crooked? Sorry, that's really irritating. This is a very grounded power couple, essentially. So if you are not currently in a relationship, I feel like this is you coming into contact with your divine masculine, divine feminine. This could also be speaking to you getting a handle on this within yourself, you embodying this within yourself, working really hard to tap into your feminine side and your masculine side, but also at the same time the heart space of that, healing so there's two separate parts of our heart chakra. The fuck? There is the pink side, which is our love and where we hold our love for other people, and then there's the green side, which is our healing space and our kind of our pasts. I feel like you're working really hard maybe to heal this part of you. This could be like from a childhood. This could be pointing to a relationship with parents even. It doesn't necessarily have to be like an ex situation. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, so you could have the predominantly in your chart. You could be that could be who your partner is or who your future partner is. And there you are, the King of Swords. So not only are you embodying this King of Cups, really emotional and diplomatic, loving energy, but you're also using the other side you're very logical, and you're very fair, and you're not taking any bullshit, and you're definitely ready to come down on any heads if you need to. So you've got, it looks like a nice balance here. You've actually got 2 queens and 2 kings, which is interesting. So I feel like you're embodying a lot of different energies right now. Maybe you're exploring a lot of things, trying to figure out what suits you right now. But as far as money, I mean, we haven't gotten much in regards to money except for the Queen of Pentacles, and she's just saying that you're good, you're stable. If you're not right now, you're going to be. There's nothing to worry about. Your house, your home is good. You know how to take care of it. But other than that, we don't have a ton of money on the table, and there's even less now. Okay. So you've got really big dreams. You've got a lot of shit that you want to achieve, that you have been dreaming about. Maybe you've been trying to manifest, vision boards, all of that stuff. But this is you being able to see it, even in your mind's eye. What's this? More cups. Okay. You guys are feeling very emotional right now, which is interesting because you guys aren't typically. It could be because it's your birthday season. Maybe your birthday is making you feel a little bit more emotional than usual. Maybe you're feeling very loved. And like you never thought that you'd be in this position. You never thought that you would have the family that you have, and the love that you have, and the joy that you have, is what I'm getting. But as far as your money, it feels like you need to sit back down, reevaluate, come up with a solid plan to pull all these things that you see, all these things that you want. Because, I mean, there's everything, well, there's some stuff that she doesn't necessarily need in these cups, but there's love, and there's romance, there's money, there's accolades, there's stability, there's homes, there's assets, there's all of these things that she's looking at, and she can see them, but they're still up in the sky. So essentially they're still up in source, in her vortex, whatever you want to call it. And she's just needing to kind of cut through the bullshit, bring yourself back down to reality, ground yourself, and yeah, that's essentially what I'm getting. Just come up with a plan. I'm not saying shrink your dreams. Dream as big as you possibly can, and if it feels like it's too big, go bigger. But have the plan and the action to back it up. And again, so we've got the 6 of Cups that came up right after it. This is childhood memories and thinking about your past. Again, you're just feeling very emotional and nostalgic. Maybe you're just really thankful for the place that you're in right now, thankful for the people that are in your life and the love that is around you. There's just a lot of love around you for you to enjoy and to kind of revel in. Revel, is that the right word? I don't know. Alright, let's see what else. Related to money, please. Less emotions, more money for Libra, please. Their income, their business. Okay. Their finances. Massive, passive income. Dear God. Why so many cups, you guys? Why? You're just like all the way in your feels about something. Again, I really do feel like it's your birthday, but it could be, there you are, there's Libra. showing up for yourself. Yeah, you could just be realizing that you're getting older and maybe you aren't retired yet like you wanted to be, or you're not in the place that you thought you would be. Maybe you thought you would be this like mogul, this multimillionaire by now, or famous, or whatever it is that you thought that you would have, that maybe you're not quite there yet. It feels like you're doing really well. It's not like you're impoverished. Anything like that. You're doing really well. It's just like you thought that you would be further along. You thought that you would be retired on beaches in Turks and Caicos or wherever it is. You thought that you would be married by now. You thought that you would be having children and in a home and raising, just all of these things that are kind of coming up. And I really do feel like it's because it's your season and it's Mercury retrograde. I don't know if I mentioned that yet or not, but Mercury is in retrograde. I know we're all sick of hearing that. It's become so cliche at this point, like, ooh, shit's going wrong, Mercury's in retrograde. No, but it's a real thing. So, and that could also be playing into why you're feeling so nostalgic and so emotional at this time. Because there's definitely some stuff that needs to be healed within you that might not feel like it's related to money. Like I was saying earlier, some childhood wounds that could still be like replaying this narrative. Maybe it's your parents in your head, or the way that you were raised. You could have been raised in poverty, and now you've got this $500,000 house or whatever, but you still feel like you live in poverty, if that makes sense. So you could have some untapped potential. Yeah, bud.
I just got two. Yeah. One orange, two orange, three oranges.
Yes, I've got 3 oranges, baby.
I want one.
You want one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, Mom.
Careful.
Hey,
Yeah, bud.
Mommy.
Yeah, bud.
Where's the gum at?
Probably in my purse.
I looked for it, and I dropped the glasses. I picked them up.
Oh, okay.
But they're not breaking.
That's good.
But I can't find them.
You can't.
That's why I asked you.
Okay. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'll have to look for it when I get done, okay?
Right. So can you open an orange?
Open an orange? Bud, come on.
Alright, you finish your work.
Thank you. I'll do it in just a second. I'm almost done. Let me wrap this up, okay? And then I'll come out and give you an orange and find the gum for you.
Actually, I just want to tell you, I don't want gum.
You don't want gum? You're just looking for it for no reason?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to see if Navy wants gum.
Oh. Okay.
But I still want orange.
Okay. I'll open it for you in just a second, okay? Let me finish this up.
Alright.
Alright, I love you.
Me too.
You pull the door closed for me, please?
Alright.
Thank you. Kids these days. Alright. Anyways, and there goes my train of thought. Anyways, next out we had Death, the 5 of Cups, and Justice, which is you showing up for yourself, like I said. The Death card could be indicating Scorpio season, which is coming up next. This is also you letting go of something and it transforming you. This is doesn't always indicate an actual death. I will say, this is really strange because I don't remember who it was, had these exact, I think it might have been Capricorn, Pisces, I don't know. Had these two cards come out right next to each other. So, with that, this could be an actual death. Could be the death of a parent, I'm going to say. And as a result of that, you could be in their will getting some sort of money. This is like the justice system, the judicial system, something to do with institutions. I feel like you're going to obviously grieve this loss because it's apparent whether you had a good relationship, a toxic relationship, or not. There's still apparent, and there's still probably going to be a sense of loss, because now there will never be a chance to fix it. There'll never be a chance for forgiveness, and not that that's what you wanted. I don't think that children of toxic parents should ever be the ones that have to fix the relationship or reach out or mend things. I'm not saying that at all. I do feel like it's going to be a little bit sad for you. Maybe as a result of this, that's why this is showing up. Maybe, because I was going to say this earlier, but it didn't really feel relevant. Maybe as a result of this death, you're traveling back to your home state, your hometown, your childhood home even, and maybe having to go through your parents' things, or even just for the funeral, the service. If you choose to go, you could be going back to your hometown. I don't know, but there's definitely a sense of grief over something, and it's literally she's facing the death card, so this could be speaking to an actual death. If this isn't the death of someone in your life, particularly a parent, this could be speaking to you grieving the old you, the past that you used to have. Maybe you feel like you didn't get to experience things the way that you wanted to. Maybe you are feeling really happy and stable within your relationship, but for whatever reason you didn't feel like you got to like be wild and to be crazy and be kind of this, I don't want to say toxic, but maybe you feel like you didn't get to experience all of the things that you wanted to experience. So you're kind of slowly but surely grieving that, and in the process of coming to terms with who you are now and who you've let go of, the past you. But I don't know, this is strongly screaming family member passing, and as a result of it, you getting an inheritance of some sort, or having to deal with a will. There could be a sibling also who is going to try to fight for, if a parent has died and they left, like say there are 4 kids and they left each kid equal parts, there could be a sibling that feels like they're entitled to more, or is going to try to take more than their fair share. So if that's the case, I would probably just walk away from it, because you didn't have this money before. Like, I don't know if there's really a point in fighting for it if it's gonna cause heartache and pain and strife. God damn. And it looks... Alright, so we got the King and Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of like divine partnership energy here, which is interesting. So, and this is also speaking to you, that being tapped into both your divine masculine and your divine feminine, and being very balanced in both of them, which is, and as I say balance, the Two of Coins comes out. So that is that. And then on the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands. It's a good way to end this reading. It's celebration and completion and even an engagement, if that's what you're working towards, a marriage, an elopement, whatever it is. Before we get there, you are definitely taking on too much. You need to reestablish your boundaries. Don't be afraid to say no. And this could even be, because this is supposed to be a business reading, or money reading. It's definitely hardly that at all. But that could just be because you guys didn't need to hear about money right now. Maybe you're really not that concerned about finances. Your money is good. You're stable. And you needed to address this other stuff instead. But I feel like in regards to business, money situations, don't be afraid to turn down business. If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel like it's going to be a good fit, don't try to make it fit. Don't say yes just because, well, I didn't have that 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, whatever yesterday, and I can do this job real quick, and I can, you know what I mean? Like making reasons to take the job when you know that you shouldn't. Just don't be afraid to say no to money. Just because I actually was watching something last night about business, and they said just because they call doesn't mean you have to take the job. There are always going to be people who want to work with you. There are always going to be clients out there who want to hire you for whatever reason. I'm obviously talking to people who own their own business and don't necessarily work for someone else. But there are always going to be people who want to work for you that are going to feel good to work with, and they're going to be great customers, clients, whatever. Just because someone comes into the hair salon and, hey, I've got money for a haircut, doesn't mean they're not going to turn into a nightmare and then refuse to pay you, right? That's what I am getting. So I'm going to leave it at that because we're already almost at 30 minutes, and most of the other readings are like 15 minutes. Different day, different energy, shit has shifted, but yesterday they were just flying out and they're really like clear and concise and to the point. Today they're a little bit more drawn out, but that is okay. I guess the air signs need to hear some shit. So that is what I have for you. Happy birthday to those of you celebrating today and in the coming weeks. I love you all so very much, and I hope you're taking care of yourselves and loving yourselves unconditionally, because I know I do. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.